KGAN, Cedar Rapids, Waterloo, Iowa City, Dubuque.
NCAA Basketball Championship is sponsored by Chevrolet Trucks, Transitional Optical, Burger King, and by Cellular One.
Halftime at Tempe, the Iowa Hawkeyes lead GW 37-36. Bill McAtee along with Dan Bonner. Let's take a look at the halftime numbers, and as you might expect, Iowa with the rebounding edge.
And I think that's one of the big reasons why the Hawkeyes are leading by 1 at halftime. And the rebounding edge we're talking about, we mentioned that Iowa +9 on the year. Here they are 26-15, but for George Washington, fast break points. George Washington 18-8 advantage, and one of the big reasons is Shante Rogers. Rogers really got the George Washington attack going with plays like this. As we mentioned, maybe got away with a little walk there, but aggressively driving on the inside. And the key for Iowa has been their intensity. Alexander Cool, number 45 in blue. You think it's easy rebounding against Jess Settles. Goes up and Settles just bangs him just enough to keep the ball away. Great intensity by Jess Settles. Those two folks are the parents of Jess Settles, Steve and Mary Settles. They grow them big and tough in Iowa.
9 boards, 6 points for Jess Settles. Russ Millard has 14 for the Hawkeyes. Shante Rogers, 10 points and 5 assists for GW.
Interesting, Bill, to see if the game can maintain the pace in the second half. It was very intense throughout the entire first half.
Rogers.
Iowa in his zone.
Jones down low to Evans. 12 seconds left on the shot clock.
Kwame Evans hit the 3 to end the first half and starts the second half with another 3.
And he's got 12. GW's leading scorer, averaging 18.5 a game.
I think a big factor for George Washington as we start the second half, Alexander Cool with 2 fouls. If he gets the 3rd one early, that would really work to the advantage of the Hawkeyes.
Woolridge
has had a little success inside against Shante Rogers and
knocks down the jumper. That's 7 now for Woolridge.
Rogers looking to push it against the Iowa pressure.
Jones. Evans doesn't take it. Rogers.
Cool has great hands inside, and he's 300 pounds. You're not going to move him once he gets in his position. That was an outstanding pass.
GW 41-39. Murray, lob pass into Settles. That's 8 now for Settles.
He used his body and pump fakes to create some space for himself inside. And you notice Alexander Cool did not try to come and block the shot. Cool trying to be careful with those 2 fouls.
Rogers. Evans now guarded by Woolridge. Takes it from way outside.
And he's fouled. So Woolridge fouled him. Evans will get 3 shots. And Mike Jarvis was arguing for that particular play in the first half. Millard trying to keep Alexander Cool out of the low post area. But, I mean, that's like bumping a brick wall. It's not going anywhere. Alexander Cool.
No, that's 3 fouls now on Woolridge. So he'll have a seat. Chris Kingsbury will check in. Evans is 74% free throw shooter. We're tied at 41.
And he's going to have 3 since he was fouled in the act of shooting the 3-point basket.
Misses the second.
Everybody's taken off. Kingsbury started down the court.
only 1 of 3. That trip to the line. GW by 1. Glassberg guarded by Rogers.
The Colonials in a man-to-man, and now Cool finds himself matched up against Murray.
Settles. Dishes. GW comes away with it. Here comes Rogers. He'll stop and shoot. Knocks it down.
Now George Washington with some pressure.
Millard for 3. Settles as Cool goes down. That's 10 now for Settles.
Is he tough or what?
Rogers smacked away by Millard.
Got a little too deep that time.
Settles. Inside, and there's a foul on Kingsbury.
Jess Settles just battles you every step of the way. Cool gets tangled up with Murray and falls down, and nobody blocks out Jess Settles.
Now the foul is on Vaughn Jones. That's his second. Yegor Masharikov has checked in now for GW. Greg Helmers for Iowa. Kingsbury, 79% free throw shooter.
Masharikov in the first half was 0 for 7 for the Colonials.
In too early, and now Bowen will check in.
There's Kingsbury, the guy at the free throw line. Cannot go across the line until the ball hits the rim. Everybody else can go when the ball's released. But the guy at the line can't go until the ball hits the rim. Official Curtis Shaw said that Kingsbury got in too quickly.
So we're tied at 44. Yes. Evans now with 16. A little pressure now from GW. Settles across the line. He'll take it.
And he's got it back. How did he get the rebound?
Traveled.
He's trying to call timeout, but he traveled with the ball. 14 turnovers now for Tom Davis Ball Club. Settles gets the shot off, then he gets his own rebound. Walked before he called the timeout. So he knew he was trapped, but he'd taken a couple of steps already.
14 turnovers for Iowa and only 4 for GW. Lob pass to Cool. Everybody collapses around him, and somehow it goes in. That's 10 for Cool.
Helmers violates. He stepped in bounds with the basketball. Helmers went to take the ball out of bounds, and he stepped in and didn't pass the ball.
That has to drive Tom Davis crazy. So GW with a 5-point lead. 16:01 left to play.
The tremendous advantage that Iowa has gained on the boards. They've lost with their turnovers.
Masharikov and count it. Foul is on Bowen, his first. So Yegor Masharikov from Minsk, Belarus, will try to convert the three-point play. And there you see the soft cast on Ryan Bowen's left hand. There's a timeout on the floor. GW 51, Iowa 44.